Hi everyone and welcome to Wednesday. So I just wanted to get some advice if I could on this video. So interesting today, I did a 11-mile run this morning. And I say it's interesting is because my heart rate was a lot lower than what I thought it would be, especially considering my training that I did yesterday. So if you didn't see yesterday's video, I did a gym session, which was about an hour and a half. I then did a swim, which was about half an hour. Then I did 10 by 400s run last night. So, which is later than I would normally train, especially do that session. So I thought I wouldn't have as much time to recover between last night and this morning's run. And that's what surprises me on my heart rate. So let me just get straight into it, because I did an hour and a half and I did zone 1 for me is 110 to 130 beats per minute. And I did an hour and 12 minutes in zone 1 with 19 minutes in zone 2, which is 134 to 149 beats per minute. Now I say that's, for me, I don't look too much into the numbers a great deal, and I don't fully understand them all the time. So I'd really appreciate some help if you can, but it does seem a little bit low, but maybe I am just getting fit or a lot fitter than I was. And maybe it's also because I've never noticed it. So I'd be interested to hear your advice. But anyway, so about today's training, I did endurance run, like say zone 1-2 run, hour and a half, which was 11 miles. I then went to the gym at lunchtime. I just did 40 minutes upper body. I was going to do a cycle, but I thought because my legs have been through a lot the last 3 days, especially, I'd give them a break and go and do some upper body and some core work, which I did. And I just did a 40-minute session in my lunch break. So that was good. And I'm feeling a lot better since doing that as well. And it's kind of giving me a bit more energy. So I'm glad about that. But like I say, the run, I'd be interested to know on that one. So this morning's run, just to go a bit further, I took it to the trails. One, because I wanted to get less impact on my legs. I spent a lot more time on the road than I wanted to because it was so dark. I forgot to take my torch, so I didn't head out into the trails until it got lighter. I headed out the door at about 5:25 this morning, so it was a really early run. It didn't get light until about 6:15, maybe 6, around there. Anyway, I was well into the run by that stage anyway. But then I went into the trails, and that was really nice. And more so for me mentally, it was a bit more stimulating than, just heading around the road. And I tend to do the same route when I do these long runs. So I mixed it up, headed into the trails, and that was really nice because I was running by lakes, running through the trees, going over trees because they'd fallen down through the storm. So it was mentally stimulating as well. And just being out in nature, as they say, that is really good for your own mental health. And, we've all been through a lot over the last year, but more so with everything going on now as well, and bills going up everywhere, and mentally it's quite draining, but then with all the training as well. So I did that as a mental exercise, but also obviously get the physical gains out of it as well. So recommended if you haven't tried it before. 100% go out there, get into nature or the wildest, whatever you want to call it, but highly recommended. So that was today. Tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. I might swap some sessions around. So I might do my long ride tomorrow morning, which will be probably between 2.5, 3 hours, depending on what time I can get on the bike in the morning. And that's just depending on the time I wake up. But generally speaking, I'm up at around 4 o'clock anyway. And then, or I might go to the gym and do a swim and then do the long ride on Friday. But what I'm looking to do is swap my Saturday long ride to the week. So get that out of the way so that I can actually probably take a rest day on Saturday. And one to physically recover, but mentally more so, and just enjoy time with the family and just do something a little bit different on the weekends rather than worrying about getting that big session in. So I might even break it up and do 2 hours and an hour in the evening. I'll just see how it goes, but I need to get it in because it's a key session and I'm on my last big week in terms of training. Next week's a recovery week, but then I've also got a race next Sunday for just 10K. So I'm not treating it as a race, but it will be a race. And I'm obviously going to try and push for a PB. I'm actually going to try and push for around 36 minutes. So we'll see how that ends up. But anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.